Stop what you're doing. Unless your portfolio is massively up over the last few days, you are doing this completely wrong. And you're doing it wrong for a variety of different reasons, but I'm going to make it extremely obvious and extremely simple in the next 10 minutes what you should do, where you should focus, and save you all this time and pain that causes people to lose thousands of dollars during a bull market. Hit that like button and let's get into it. Now guys, time and time again, I'm seeing comments like this in my comment section. I lost a lot of money in the last bull market doing exactly what I was talking about. Shopping from coin to coin, spending a ton on fees and losing on different coins. Others saying I wish I saw this in the last cycle because they lost 6 figures worth of their gains from not following a few simple rules. Right now, this is the majority of people in crypto. Day one of learning to swim. Now, I appreciate some of my audience may not be able to swim, but for everyone else who can, at some point, you donned your goggles and your trunks and you got in that pool and you held onto a board for dear life and you never wanted to get out of your depth. Unfortunately, the crypto market is full of people who are learning crypto and beginners in the space. But unlike being in a safe, shallow swimming pool with a board and an instructor, you're literally out to sea getting your legs bitten off by great white sharks. And you're being led there by a heck of a lot of noise and distraction. It's an extremely confusing and dangerous environment. Now, the reason I say that your portfolio in the last couple of days, bearing in mind I'm making this video on Wednesday, so unless crypto market shits the bed in the next 24 hours, which I don't anticipate it doing so, I would anticipate in the last few days, if you've been holding a good solid bunch of the top 100 coins, then you're going to be up. And there's a good reason for that. In a video I made yesterday on the Atom ecosystem, I talked about the value of projects like that and value of projects that are actually working towards something in the future. Now guys, I know my voice is destroyed. I sound like some kind of like husky old man somewhere, okay? No offense if you're also a husky old man. I guess some find it sexy. But anyway, back on with it. The value of ecosystems, like the Cosmos ecosystem, is that lots of people are starting to build developments on it. Now, I'm not just singling out that one, okay? But it's important you get projects and things in your kind of mainstay of your portfolio that are seeing developers coming on board, that are seeing a lot of users growing in their user base. Why is that? Well, I don't know from any day to the next whether Bitcoin is going to be up or down. I don't know that for any coin out there. And I sure as hell don't know it for a coin with a picture of a chicken on it that's been up like 900% on a day from another day. But one thing is for sure, Bitcoin will be worth significantly more than it is right now in the future, if you ask me, in my opinion. And the same is true for all of these projects that are building user base, are onboarding new developers, that are onboarding new users, etc. guys. If people are actively using Ethereum and whatever, it's gathering fees. That project, while it might go up and down from day to day, over a longer period of time, its trajectory is up. So, stop fucking around with these shitty little meme coins here and there, because yeah, while you might be in a group and yeah, maybe some of you might have made some money in these ones, that shouldn't be more than like at most 5% of your portfolio. If you've been with us, subscribed to this channel throughout this year, then you would have been getting into Solana earlier on this year. When we first talked about it, it was literally on the 31st of December, and since then it's up like nearly 9.5x. Now, on any given day, it doesn't look very exciting that Solana's up 8% and your eyes are always drawn to the 30%, 40%, whatever. But we're looking for sustained growth into the future. Solana's, etc. are the places we should be looking. Stop getting your mind thrown around everywhere with all this crap and all this noise. You need to have almost like a safe word. Every time you see yourself sneaking around being a bit of a degenerate, stop yourself with some form of safe word. And this is really going to help out. Now, if you're new, you still got your armbands on at the side of the pool and you're scared to get in, then fine, have a little dip, go and try some of those bigger market cap coins. The beauty of these big market cap coins, of which there's probably a good 100 or so, is that most of them are going to continue to go up during this bull market. And if you have a selection of 10 of them, let's say, you are likely to gain wealth over the next few years. Unlike if you have a selection of 100 different shitcoins, of which one might do well, but the rest of them completely pile in, and that will ruin you. Now, I'm not saying don't get in meme coins. I'm not saying don't get in shitcoins, okay? Because there is a lot of money to be made. People made tons of money in the likes of Cock and in the likes of Bonk and whatever. But the problem with these coins is as soon as you pull the trigger on them, they have the ability to halve in value in literally minutes. And the problem is your mind. We're always trying to cheat ourselves, okay? If you're trying to look for a short-term solution to a long-term problem, which is the long-term problem trying to increase your overall wealth, you're always going to end up on the rocks, okay? Because maybe you have one winner here and there, but the other 9 or 10 are going to be absolute losers for you. So this is the way I would manage it. Bearing in mind, I know a lot of the market's up right now. We know for sure tomorrow, the price of Bitcoin and the price of the market will be either higher or lower than it is today. And the only thing we know for sure is that. So half the people will be telling you to wait for lower levels. Half the people will tell you that you're going to miss out if you don't get in now. Which way to turn? If you've studied particular ecosystems and particular coins within that top 100 that you seem to think are good, and you're like, oh, well, tell me about the top 100. Okay, hold on. Here's the top 100. Go to coinmarketcap.com. Starts with Bitcoin, and then it goes down the list. The lower down this list you get, the more degenerate the list becomes, okay? The more degenerate people buy it. And you don't want to be associating with degenerates. It's fun now and then to get into that like degen circle and have a bit of, you know, crazy times, but you don't really want to spend your life with those people, okay? Because they drag you down. And same with crypto. You want to spend your life with the blue chips, okay? The blue chips are the ones who are going to add value to you. Yeah, it might get boring sometimes, but you know, they're still going to help you out. They're going to stop you making stupid mistakes. So what we do, we go down through the list, we understand a little bit about these different ecosystems. Now, I come back and let's use Solana as an example, because Solana is high right now. It's been having a good year. I think you'll agree. And it could well pull back on us at any point, but I don't know if it's going to pull back on me. I don't know whether it's going to go up. I don't know whether it's going to go down. But one thing's for sure, if it goes up and I'm not in it, it's going to hurt. And one thing's for sure, if I am in it and it goes down, I'm okay with that because I know that the user base and the use cases and everything mean that at some point in the next year or the next 2 years, it's going to come back in my favor. So for example, look, in the last bull market, Solana had this rally up to around where we are now. In fact, it pulled back down to around $67. So lots of people who took a dive in around $82 were knocked back about 20%. They probably feel pretty pissed about that. But overall, the trajectory was up, okay? Even those people who were unfortunate enough to buy like here, where they get a pullback on them, like something like 45%, 47%, eventually they still got out of a pickle, okay? They still made themselves 20%, and yeah, 20% is not a lot when we're talking crypto. But 20% plus is a hell of a lot better than 90% down. I think you'll agree with me. So stop chasing these rainbows, okay? Basically, there's a bunch of top class coins that are worth having a look at and putting 90% of your portfolio into these coins. With the leftover 10% or 5% or whatever it is, then feel free to go around and play with your coin and like other various different meme coins and whatever else you want to get involved in, okay? So, very broad speaking, and I know people might not agree with this or like this or whatever. Go down through this top 100. Coins that have already had good growth trajectory this year will likely continue as more people enter into the space. Now, Solana, as you can see, could be due a pullback. Would I be happy getting into it around $70? Absolutely. Could it go less than that at some point? Absolutely. But Solana, ecosystem growing, loads of people developing on Solana. It's partnered with Shopify, it's partnered with Visa. It's taking away market share from Ethereum all the time. But Ethereum has been doing well. It's kind of still undervalued. I do think Ethereum is going to be worth somewhere between $5,000 and $8,000 this year. Bitcoin is going to be worth significantly more than it's worth right now. Coming down through the list, Avalanche is great. It's onboarding new people into the space all the time. How many X's are you going to see? Maybe you could see a 3X, a 4X, a 5X, I don't know. And then maybe in a year's time, when you've created a lot more money for yourself, and then you've got another shitcoin, altcoin season, you can pile into it. But what I'm telling you not to do is this. Imagine being the people who piled into Pepe coin earlier on this year, being like, oh, it's guaranteed to have a multi-billion-dollar market cap, only to have it pull back on them 81 or 82%. Let's keep going down through this list while we're on the subject. I also like Chainlink. Real-world assets going to be huge. Chainlink, theoretically, in my mind, should be a top 4, top 5 coin. I do believe that it's going to see a massive gain given the size of its market cap. Is it going to make life-changing money? Well, it depends on your life, it depends on the money, and it depends on your risk tolerance. But I think for risk versus reward, from my own point of view, which is obviously not financial advice, do your own research, blah, 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 Chainlink's a good one, okay? And yeah, people will be like, oh, well, I made loads of money in this. Good for you guys, but it doesn't happen all the time, does it, okay? Whereas you can pretty much say that all of these coins here are going to make you a good amount of money over the next few years. You're literally like kids in candy shops, okay? sweet shops in the UK. You know, like I could really do with a chocolate bar or whatever it is and go into a sweet shop. It's like wall to wall, like dopamine fueled fun. And you're like, oh, which one do I go for? You know, that's what you're doing right now. And only a few of these are going to be good choices. Let's go down through. Meme coins, stay away. Polygon, again, guys, why not? Okay, it's really hard to pick losers. I showed you this like crypto bubbles yesterday. This is on the day. This is top 100. Let's do it over the last year. Top 100 coins. Look, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins in the red. Okay, some of these are up more than others, but most of you'd be damn well happy if you had a spread of a few of these key ones, like Render up like 10x, Casper up like nearly 21x, Injective absolutely storming as well. You know, this is where you want to be headed. Use your time effectively. Stop getting into like stupid pissing matches about how much money you made on a crap coin, okay? Spend your time effectively. If you took the next 50 days to learn 2 of these different coins, and, you know, kind of invested in a few of them, I mean, you kind of need to be a bit quicker so you can use like an AI tool, then great, okay? That's where I would be directing my attention. Because when the next phase of the bull market comes around, which we're not in yet, which is the new like launch phase and stuff, and they're like, oh, we're going to launch on the Cosmos ecosystem because we want the interoperability and all that good stuff, you'll be like, oh, I know what they're talking about. And that sounds like a good bet. And then you can take the gains you've made from this stuff and put it into your ICOs. Bob's your uncle. Make sense? I'll keep going down through the list. Internet computer, been very bullish on that all year. Now everyone's starting to talk about it, is going up. It's been up 62% in the last week. Will it continue to grow? In my opinion, it will. I'm excited about where it's going. Cosmos, actually, I think is far undervalued from where it's going. It's been a bit slower to start. And yeah, like Injective is booming. Would I be diving into it right now? It's not ideal. I'm not telling you to FOMO in to coins like these top 100s, but you're far safer FOMOing into these than you are FOMOing into like others that are up like 9,000% in one day. Okay? Easy. Because these projects, even if they pull back on you because you bought the top, you're going to have a top that's bigger than where it is right now further down the line. And you'd be damn unlucky if you didn't, unless you bought XRP, which has probably happened before. Sorry. Sorry to the XRP army. Now, coming down. I'm literally running out of voice. This is my last gasp. Casper, everyone wanted to know about Casper earlier this year. And, you know, it's down a bit. So actually, maybe let's have a look at Casper. And I know, guys, I've been bashing Casper all year because it's been high. But look at it. Actually, on a chart, we actually have a nice thing. Casper had a nice pullback. You'll see, it established a little area down here. Casper is down from recent highs. Currently 27%, probably not a bad bet. I'd be surprised if it didn't continue to the upside at some point after having this healthy pullback. Stacks I like, Celestia great, Thorchain, Render, Mantle interesting, The Graph, Aave, Arbitrum. Guys, look, it's really not hard, okay? So you get what I'm saying. Now go and watch people who talk about the top 100. If you're unsure, go and watch like Coin Bureau, okay? He won't talk about coins really outside the top 100 and just focus on those. Now obviously, from time to time, I'm going to bring you small cap coins because it's important to learn about new small cap coins and things like that. And fine, have a dabble, but put it in with like 5%, 2%. It really shouldn't be any money you can't afford to lose. What do I mean? It's like going to the casino and being like, I want to put some money on red. Maybe I can afford to put $5 on red, but I can't afford to put $100 on red because maybe the next result is I lose my money. Maybe the next result is I double my money. I'm in it for a bit of fun. I'm not in it to make money. If you need some money and someone offers you $100 for the day, you're better off taking that job than you are going to the casino and putting $50 down to try and double it, because otherwise you end up with nothing. Go for the slower build, the bit more hard work, and get yourself a nice, stable base. And if you're into crypto because you think crypto has a bright future, then here's a project worth going and paying attention to. It's called Meld.com. And no, guys, I'm not telling you to go and buy the token or anything like that, although it seems to be going up pretty aggressively. Basically, you can come across to Meld and you can sign up. It's a neo-banking app, which means that you're going to be able to access an app in the future and have a bank card so you can transfer between crypto and fiat currency and be able to pay in every machine around the world pretty much that accepts a Visa or a MasterCard, debit card or whatever, okay? So basically, it's your entry ticket to Web3. You can interact with different cryptos whenever you want, see fit, and then cash out into different currencies. It works with those 16 different global currencies, offers various different bits and pieces from bridging across chain and so much more, currency swaps and other bits and pieces. There's currently a live airdrop on and you have a chance to win $1 million on Meld. Now I will be bringing a video next week on how you can get involved in airdrops, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that video. as well, use that link down below, come across to Meld. Make sure you sign up for early access to all of the application and everything going on. And as well, guys, make sure you're getting involved in airdrops. If you don't have so much money and things right now, but you have got some time in your hands, then this is a great time to be able to accumulate some cash to be able to use in the bull market. Ultimately, the money you earn and the hard work you put in right now are going to pay off tenfold over the next couple of years. In my opinion, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's little brief video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hopefully tomorrow I can talk. Bye-bye.